Hey, Doug Upstone here, and I'm here for the Winner's Circle with podcast with Matt Fargo, and we got some more free plays for you today. And well, I guess I more promised than Matt did, but we said we'd go 2-0, and we did, except the one of them was a little squirrely. Okay, with a walk-off, a home run, inside the park home run by a catcher. Okay, no less, to win the game. And for those that did not hear this, I happened to hear this after the game. That was the first time in 99 years that has happened. A catcher had a walk-off inside the park home run. So quite a thing, Matt. You know, just it's about as wild as it gets in any sport. But I watched it as it happened. But pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I didn't see it till this morning. I stopped. I wasn't watching. I was just watching the scoreboard or whatever. I just went to sleep. I think it was 3-1 at the time, like 8th or 9th. It might have been the 8th inning. I woke up and I saw they won. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw the highlight. Like, wow. And then I heard the same stat, that 99 years, first time they catch inside the park home run. That's pretty cool.
That's it was shocking. And so and for those that watch this fairly regularly, I'm always one to whine about the bad losses. Well, you know what, I'm gonna take a good loss and say, hey, something went my way. Okay. Yep. So hey, and here's something that can go your way is that we got a new promo, $4.29 for rest of the season for baseball. So make sure to check that out. Matt Fargo continues to be the king of baseball here at Gamblers World. So check him out. Consider him for a full season. Typically, when a person gets past the halfway point, pretty much in any sport, they're going to have a great year. So make sure that you become part of that. And that ends up being less than $30 a week. So that is a fantastic deal. So make sure you jump in on that. Yours truly is 26-10 recently in baseball. So got some good stuff going there. Also, subscribe to this channel. Okay, we're giving out winners. We're on an 18-6 run on free picks, so that should be worth your while. And the only thing that's going to cost you is a little time. Okay, it's not going to cost you anything to subscribe to the channel here at Winner's Circle, and the crew here has been doing a great job. And also go into your settings, hit that alert bell, and get yourself signed up, and then you'll be notified Monday through Friday when we have free picks, for you. Hit the like button if you like what you hear. And again, leave your comments. We'd like to see those comments come in. So make sure that you do that too. Matt continues to do well, 22-12 run. Okay. It's really going on a great run there. And like I said, in baseball, he is number one at Gamblers World in baseball this season. He is just getting it done. He has a very specific way that he likes to do it, which is playing underdogs, which gives you greater value, overall. But with him playing underdogs, he hits a very good percentage of them, does a great job. So make sure to sign up with Matt, And like I said, consider that season package. Matt, what else is going on with it? I got any action for today, or what else is going on?
Yeah, baseball last night didn't come through great. I had 1-2. I won with the plus 126 Twins, so it wasn't horrible. Lost with Washington, which was kind of a poor call. Sonny Gray ended up pitching good, and lost with the Pirates. That was a tough loss. They were up 3-2, I believe, in the 8th, and they gave up the tying run, and then they lost out at walk-off to the Royals. But we move on. 3 more plays today. I have a double play, and also my American League game of the month is going. My game of the month plays are on an 8-3 run, lost 11. So looking for that. We're looking for a bounce back. Looking for the sweep tonight. So let's go.
Excellent. Hey, make sure to check out Matt on that one. Like I said, yours truly is at 26-10 run, up over $3,000. Had a winning day yesterday overall, and had a best bet winners. Boston just clubbed Colorado, so that's been good. And I've just been doing very well over the long haul. So winning short term, winning long term. 214 and 159 the last 130 days, a profit of over 6,800 across all sports. Matt and I will have Canadian football this weekend. Don't know how many games yet, but going to have some action. So make sure that you take a look at our selections on that. We both over the years have done extremely well. Truthfully, neither one of us has done as well as we normally do to start the season, but you know what? It's still early. We got plenty of time, and we're both going to get it turned around. I think it's going to start this week. So make sure that you check that out as well. So we got lots of free picks for you today. We got 3 of them. There's 2 guys for 3 picks. Okay, so we had to do some extra homework, okay, to make this all happen. So we're going to get things started looking at the New York Mets, who had a nice come-from-behind victory yesterday against Baltimore in extra innings. And they're going to be playing. So that's the game, the Mets and the Orioles. Matt, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, first look at the game, I was leaning over only because of the pitching matchup. And I say that because David, Peterson's having a good year. Not as good on the road as he is at home. Typically with a lot of pitchers, their home run splits are pretty significant. His is 2.11 at home and a 4.44 on the road. But then, I dug a little further, and Baltimore, man, they put up 6 last night. The offense has been up and down, but they're struggling against lefties this year. They've been horrible. They're dead last in slugging percentage at 323. They only have 17 home runs against lefties this year, which is number 28, and their strikeout percentage is number 25. So they're having a real tough time against lefty pitching this year. And, the Mets offense has come around after that horrible, skid they were on. They lost 13 of 16, something like that. But the offense is coming back around. And they're going against Sagano, who is coming off a couple of horrible starts. I think fatigue is maybe catching up with this guy. I don't know what it could be. But yeah, he's given up 19 home runs this year, which is a ton. I mean, he's on pace. If he goes 180, I think he's at 93 innings this year so far. Yeah, he's at 93 innings. So if he goes like 180, he's on pace to give up 36 home runs, that's an incredible amount. So I think with the way the Mets offense is going right now, I think they get to him. I think Peterson, shuts down this Orioles offense that can't hit lefties. So I don't want to lay the money line with the Mets. It's 161 right now. So I'm looking at the run line. I'm going to take the Mets minus 1.5 at even money.
There you go. Okay, so that's so officially Matt's pick is to take the Mets on the run line to get the job done. I'm looking at this one. I'm going to go with your original thought, okay, which was the over on this one. You mentioned Sagano. I mean, 9.50 ERA in his last 4 starts. And the other thing that's made worse, his WHIP is 2.16. And for anybody who doesn't understand generally what that means, if your WHIP is over 150, generally, I would say you're considered to be a poor pitcher. Okay. And so here we are at 2.16. That is just flat out terrible. Mentioned, as Matt said, the bats have come alive for the Metropolitans. 4-0 over, 9-1 over. 10 is a big number, opened at 9.5. But this team is 8-0 over if their bullpen has thrown 13 or more innings in 3 straight games, and they're 5-0 over against teams that strand 6.9 or less or fewer runners on base in the second half of the season. It's a big number, but we got it yesterday. I think we can get it again. I think the Mets can score. Peterson before this year was pretty good on the road.
Mm-hmm.
This has been an oddity for him. But, I think there's enough with the Baltimore bats that, at least I think they can at least get to 4 for the entire game here. And I think the Mets can pick up the rest. So I'm going to go with the over on that one. All right. So that's the official pick as to that. Next up, we're each got a thought on this one too, with Cleveland and Houston. And if this isn't baseball, Matt, these 2 teams, how they started the week. I mean, Cleveland came into the series, loses 10 in a row. Houston had won, I believe, 5 of 6, and they swept the Dodgers and LA. So what happens? Cleveland comes in, scores a bunch of runs, and wins the first 2 games. What do you think is going to happen in this one?
Yeah, I had Cleveland in the first game of the series. It's basically just a contrarian play. They've won,
Right.
They've lost 10 straight. Houston coming off that sweep of the Dodgers had won 6 or 7 before that. I didn't touch it last night. Hunter Brown's been great for Houston. He was laid a big number though. I wanted no part of that, but Cleveland got done again, and both games went over. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game. Cicconi's been pitching really well. His The last 5 starts is 2.60. But the Houston offense still put up runs the last 2 games. The pitching just couldn't hold on. And Brandon Walton has been kind of all over the place the last few games. And one thing that sticks out with him, I just think the Cleveland offense was so bad for that 10-game stretch. Something's clicking right now, and I think they can keep it going. So I like the over this game. I think both teams just keep the bats going. I think it's a good matchup for the hitters once again. So I do like the over.
Okay, so Matt likes the over in this one, and Cleveland scored 17 runs in the first 2 games of the series, and Slade Sessione goes for. Is
that how you say it? I call him Ciccone. Is it Sessione?
Okay. You might be right. I thought it was Sessione.
I have no idea.
I guess I'm going with the Italian version. Okay, I could be wrong. I should know that because he actually pitched in Arizona for some time. He came up with the Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, and Brandon Walter. But I'm going to go prop one on this one, and the prop is going to be. I'll tell you what the prop is, but it's based on this information: is that Cleveland is 8-19 against left-handed starters. Okay, right now, so they have really struggled. And the Astros, when they are at home in a revenge spot and they gave up 10 or more runs, they are 7-0. So, yes, I could take Houston, okay, on the money line and stuff, but I found something that I like better. And that is to take Houston not to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. So that's actually, is the official term, but not to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning of this game. And that is plus 100. Okay, on there. So plus 100 versus minus what is it? 150-ish. Okay.
150-ish, yep.
Yeah. So with that in mind, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Houston for no to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning for the play. Okay. So
that's a good value play. I've never played that prop before.
Yeah, I've played from time to time. Yeah, I mean, there's certain situations that come up, but most of the time to do those, you're looking at minus 170s, 150s and that stuff. So every now and again, if you like a situation, there's something to do. DraftKings offers it if that's the case, if you like something like that. And I'm sure others do too. That just happens to be the one that I looked at. Yeah,
that's really good value. I mean, you're saving 50 cents, just saying they're going to win because they're going to be ahead. That's great value. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. Like that. Thank you. Okay. On that one. So again, Major League Baseball. Okay. 429. Pick your capper. Matt Fargo would be an excellent choice. I'm not going to sit here and brag on myself, but a nice run. But for rest of the season for baseball, 429 here at Gamblers World. Make sure that you check that out. All right. The last game we are going to discuss is Arizona and San Diego in this one. And Get some pitching things here. Was it San Diego? I think, around minus 140 if the total under 8 is what it's showing up on with the odds. Both teams have won a game in the series. This is a 4-game series, so the winner goes up on it a little bit in the series and wants to stay hot going into the All-Star break on this. I'm gonna take the reins here to get things started. Looking at the Padres, they are tied with San Francisco for number of losses. Okay, right now, which is 42, which is 5 behind the slumping Dodgers. Disappointing Dylan Cease will toe the slab first for the Padres. Cease's problems, and this is something that I happened to find this morning, that trying to look at as to what really is his problem. He's 3-8 with a 4.62 ERA. But here's the thing, and this is crazy, Matt. The on-base percentage of the batters 6 through 9 is 80 points higher than it is 1 through 5. 80. So, I mean, that just to me is this guy's just, he's focused at the top, and when he gets to the bottom of the order, he does lose his focus. And I know that was a problem that he had in Chicago with the White Sox, and why they were willing to move him. Yeah, they could get some at the time. They could get some different players too, but I mean, I don't know. The guy has more ability than what his numbers typically show up, and I think it just has to do with more of his mental outlook on this. Brandon Pfaadt, got, like I said last week, we were talking about him, got a fat ERA, 5.42, really struggles on the road, 6.60 ERA, compared to Cease, who has a 2.76 ERA at home. I'd like to make a case, Matt, for the Snakes in this one, but they are 0-6 in away games, revenging a one-run loss and a miserable 1-14 on the road after they have allowed 4 runs or less in 4 straight games. I'm going to take San Diego, a little up there on the price, 140, but I still doable for me at least on that. Matt, go ahead. What do you got on this one?
Yeah, I have to agree with you on this. I don't think 140 is actually that bad in this matchup. Like you said, I'm not a favorites guy, but I think it's a very reasonable price. Fought, he's, like you mentioned, 6.60 ERA on the road. He's been dreadful. And you bring up Cease, having trouble with the bottom of the lineups. Yeah, it is a focus thing. Obviously, that I didn't know that, and that's a great stat that you brought up. And he pitches great at Petco Park. He has a 2.76 ERA, as you mentioned, but on the road, it's over 6. So that's another part of his problem. And the Padres were bailed out last night. If you saw the catch from who was it? Who saved the home run last night? Center fielder.
I actually didn't see it. And this is a little odd factor here.
I'm pretty sure it was Jackson Merrill, but it was an unbelievable catch. And
okay.
Basically saved the game for him. So, they only scored 1 run. They'll get the Fought today, no doubt about it. And like I said, 140 I don't think is that big of a price delay in this situation. I think it's a huge pitching mismatch when you look at the home run splits. Yeah, I think San Diego gets it done.
Okay, so we're in agreement on that one. So yeah. For the free plays, so Matt and I both agree on San Diego on the money line. Matt likes the Mets on the run line, and I and then I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. The Cleveland and Houston game, we have slightly different opinions. Okay, mm-hmm. On that one, Matt likes the over. I'm going to go with a prop bet on no for Houston to bat in the bottom of the ninth. So that's what we got for today. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the show. Again, hit the like button if you like what you hear. Also, leave your comments. Okay, on that one. And tomorrow, Sean Higgs will be returning from Sin City. Will be interesting to if they will. Him and Chip will have any information as to what they actually talked about on the presumption that they met. So and of course, if nothing else, one of them will say something really silly, and it'll bring a smile to everyone's face. Okay, that if you're going to make a bet. Okay, if you want to make a prop bet, make a prop bet on that. Okay, that's almost guaranteed to happen. So this is Doug Upstone. He's Matt Fargo. We will be back soon. Okay, we got the All-Star break coming up, so we're working things out as what's going to happen here exactly next week. But we got shows for sure on Thursday and Friday. Make sure that you are here for that. And good luck today, tomorrow. And hey, let's keep the winners coming. Let's go 2-0 today for our free picks.